Yo! It's your boy Carcino here. I want to thank everybody who subscribed to my page. I appreciate all the support and all you guys who didn't hit up the Cash App. I'm mad at you. Everybody else, thank you for y'all support, man, for hitting up the Cash App and hitting up the Streamlab, donating there, because you can click the link in the description box and do that. This is the truth behind the Gucci Mane and Migos drama. Okay, this is something that never should have ever existed. But there was a time where the Migos were, not in position. You know what I'm saying? They were not the big guys that everybody knew them as, but they were very talented. I keep telling you, the Migos are some of the most talented artists that's out there. Future and the Migos, that's four of them. The rest of them are trying to emulate them. Everybody's trying to be the Migos. They're trying to be Future. So it's hard when you got a lot of carbon copies out there. But when you hear the Migos and what they do, you're able to recognize their talent and how great they are as far as what they do as a skill set. Now, they were going through a lot of trouble early on with their career as far as management and representation and being able to do things on their label. So Gucci was getting ready to put out a track, and he was in the studio working, and he wanted to sign the Migos. He heard they mixtape, heard everything about them, knew them, and was like, I want to sign these dudes. He was dead serious. He wanted the Migos to rap on his label. He was like, man, these cool people. I want them on my label. And Gucci don't really care. Like, Gucci will say anything that comes to his mind. So Gucci, he talked about Nas. That's one thing about Gucci. He don't really bite his tongue on that. He just say things, say how he feel. And in the industry, you just can't do that because there's so many relationships tied to stuff you don't even know what all this tied to yet. And they was like, man, you talking? So that's how Gucci was. But this goes back to a incident that happened in which Gucci had the Migos on the track on the song "Get the Bag," and when he did to "Get the Bag," and it was no real problem. It's just that Takeoff destroyed "Get the Bag." I mean, destroyed "Get the Bag." It wasn't even. I mean, it was the like hip hop quotable of the year. That's how bad Takeoff was on the song. Takeoff came in there and destroyed I Get the Bag. And if you don't know anything about Takeoff, go back and listen to that verse Takeoff do on I Get the Bag. And that's all you need to see. So many people have said what I just said. Ain't no shame in it. I mean, Nas had the same thing happen to him on the Life's Bitch about AZ outdoing him on that verse and everything else. So Gucci, he had did an interview, and somebody all asked him about the Migos, and he kind of downplayed them, and he kind of said some things, about he was like, I think he was on Twitter or the Instagram, one of them, when he showed the throwback of all of them and was like, we was on the Holmes, the 2013 Migos, the Holmes music video set, and it was me and Young Scooter and Takeoff and Quavo was there, and he, before filming the video, he told him like, look, man, he gave them 2 chains that was on his neck, some real ones, and told them and he's like, they had took their chains off and threw it in the garbage. They had on some fake jewelry. They took that off and threw that in the trash and put the chains on Gucci gave him. And then he said Offset called him and asked him to send some money to his lawyer so that they can bail him out. And he did. He was like, that was my first time ever talking to him. And I sent the money right on over there off the first conversation. So Takeoff was offended, and he came on in like, that's cap, you know that. But I'm so blessed, we're going to leave it at that. Thank you. And that's all he said. So Gucci came back and was like, boy, you cap. You ain't forget. And he just had, the money bag emoji. Like, you can't be serious. So when Gucci said what he said, it was no real shock because he had said it in the past. He had told this story in the past. But he just brought it all back up. And then it was doing the I Get the Bag around that time. Gucci. So back in 2007, he put it in a book called The Autobiography of Gucci Mane, the rapper. And he said the exact same story in his book. Said the first thing I noticed about these boys was that they had a bunch of fake ant jewelry. I took 2 gold necklaces off my neck, gave one to each one of them, and I wanted them to be on my label. Shortly after the Migos left, Scooter called me out the booth. He said, there's something you need to see. You see those boys threw their jewelry in the trash can? I figured Scooter was trying to be funny, making a joke about those BS chains they had. But I looked into the trash can and sure enough, there the chains were. So people took it as a diss in Atlanta. And people who was close to the Migos is like, oh, Gucci on that 50 Cent thing again. Because Gucci was, he said some things and go there and they was like, is he just being nostalgic or he tossing around some shade? And, it was like Takeoff was not happy about it. You know what I'm saying? And he kind of felt like this was coming because everybody in Atlanta and everybody in the world was basically saying, man, Gucci just, you know, Gucci just got owned on a song. That don't never happen to Gucci, and Takeoff just destroyed him on I Get the Bag. So everybody was talking like that. So when people making that kind of assumptions, you stuck in this situation. But after this was over, Gucci apologized for the things that went down. He went on a whole I'm sorry thing, and he got on the phone, chopped it up, as you heard him talk with Charlemagne, and they squashed everything, but they still ain't dealing with Gucci. So that was a shame because I felt like that was the perfect match for them. Having Gucci Man with them was perfect. It's like 3 6 Mafia teaming up with Pirate Project Pat. That's just a perfect fit. So y'all tell me what y'all think. Did y'all think Gucci shouldn't even have brought it up, or was he just doing too much? You know, me, I'm just I'm kind of split on the whole thing right now because the situation is just, it's a bad situation right now. But that was a meaningful thing at the time, and that was that. And my goodness, so the situations have always not favored the hip hop artists in this, like the mainstream artists. At that time, Gucci was the mainstream. Then the Migos, they shined and they took off. So on that, the bag song, I got the bag, I get the bag song, it just became more and more of a problem. So as it became more and more of a problem, that was it. It's like the attention got to Gucci at that time, and that's why he apologized. It was about that song more than anything. You could read into that because all you gotta do is go listen to the song. They ain't never had no issue until the end. Then all of a sudden he want to bring that up in the book, and that's just that. You got to check with people in today's era. People are more super sensitive about everything, so you're gonna want to make sure you check it out. But I would love to see it. See another video or hear another song with Gucci and the Migos. Straight up. So on that note, man, how many people gonna email me? Another person emailing me. Jesus, I got it. All right, I'm gonna have to take care of this. Uh, I'm out, man. Thank you guys. Blessings and peace be to all of you out there. Be safe, be healthy. Subscribe to the page if you're new here, and hit the notification button. I'm getting a ton of emails. When that happens, something has happened. It's not normally good for me, but I got to take care of it. It is what it is. So definitely get back up with me, and we can take care of business later. All right, deuces.